still not quite happy with the position of the camera. Maybe if I tilt it up a little more. We're just gonna tilt. That is better. There is enough space between my head and the top of the picture. Okay, we are good now. Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be doing a review for you guys, more specifically a review the new Younique self-tanning products. So there are 3 products right here. I'm going to talk about them in depth, all individually, and we're going to have just a little bit of fun today talking about these things. So I have my trusty notebook that has all my notes on everything, and I'm going to be looking at this a lot so that I don't go off on a tangent and not make any sense. So I'm waving around the sponge because we're going to start with the sponge. This is called the Beachfront Body Applicator, and you can see it is a black sponge, kind of big. It's about the size of my palm. I have tiny hands, but it's about the size of my palm. Alright, so I've done a pro and con list. We're going to start with pros. It is very soft, and it gets even softer when you wet it with water, and it expands as well when you wet it with water, and it just gets really, really soft. I'm surprised at how soft it gets. It's like a cloud. It gets so soft. That being said, when it is wet and when it's drying, it always goes back to its original form, like this, with no warping or anything like that, no weird kinks or bumps or anything like that. It goes back to its original shape. And the best part, it does not leak its dye when it gets wet. So it's black, and when you're cleaning it out after you've used it, it does not leak any black dye of any sort. So that's a real bonus, because you know it freaks me out when you're washing like a sponge of some sort, a body sponge or a face sponge, and then all this color just comes like crying out of it, and you're like, oh my god, I just used that wet on my skin. Now for the cons. On my second use, I did notice some tearing, and actually a little small chunk on the back has come out. I think that's a defect. I've actually just emailed Younique support about that, so I will hear back from them hopefully very soon, and they will tell me if that's a defect. I personally think it's a defect because the sponge is made out of, I think, the same material as our blending buds are made out of, and I've had those for a very, very long time, and there has been no tearing or anything with those, so I feel like this tearing on this is just a defect. And then the second con is more of a personal preference. I found it very hard to use / hold the sponge. And I think that comes with like the inexperience with self-tanning products and self-tanning applicating sponges. I've never used a sponge before when applying self-tanner, so I really had no idea how to properly hold this guy and just use him. And my hand would often cramp, and I don't know if that's because my hand is tiny and it's pretty much the same size as my hand, but either way, I found it a little hard to use him, but he's very soft, so I don't know. Generally, mostly positive things for this little guy. If you're starting out with self-tanner and you don't know what you're doing, maybe stick with your hands a little more, but if you are a veteran of self-tanning and know how to use a self-tanning sponge, then he's a good little dude to have around. I like shaking him around. You shake it. Alright, on to the next 2 products. I'm first going to say a couple words about them together, and then I'm going to go into more detail about my experience with each one individually. Originally, I thought that these 2 products would develop a tan over a long period of use. Nowhere does it say on the Younique website, on the products themselves, that you need to apply it regularly for you to achieve a very dark tan. I think this was probably because with all other self-tanners, that's what I've been accustomed to seeing, is you apply it like 3 days in a row and your tan will gradually darken over time. With these guys, that is not the case. It's pretty much a one-stop tan shop, these little bottles here. You apply them and pretty much the next day you have a full tan. Not crazily dark. If you're pale like me, my tan was just, you know, a healthy tan that you get in the mid-summer time. Alright, so that's the 2 of them together. I'm now going to split off and I'm going to start talking about the self-tanning spray. This is the spray. So as I said, this is the Younique self-tanning spray. It is a spray. It comes in a bottle. It's 50 mils of product. It's got just, you know, your general spray nozzle that you pump. It's not aerosol. For applying this little guy, I tried 2 different methods. The one that is recommended on the bottle and internet site, and my own method. The method that's talked about on the bottle, it suggests that you spray the product onto your skin directly and then use the sponge to rub it in. I tried this and it did not work. I looked like a cheetah after. I think with this product, I didn't get an even coat to the skin when I was spraying it on, and it does not help that it's a pump nozzle, so sometimes it just kind of dribbles out and lands on your skin, and it doesn't give like a clear misting. So when I applied it, I got some sections of my skin that ended up getting more product than other sections, and it was just a big giant mess, honestly. And I've got patches where there are no tan at all. I mean, there's this good example on my arm right here. You can see that it's much darker here than everywhere around it. The recommended way of applying, that is what's on the bottle, just for my method of applying, I used the body applicator while it was wet, and I actually directly sprayed the product onto the applicator and then blended it into my skin. With that method, I got a much more even result. There was less streaking, less splotching, and it worked a lot better. The tan I received by doing this application, though, I don't think is as dark as directly spraying it onto your skin, but I mean, then you just apply another round the next day. Now for the self-tanning body lotion. This product comes in a 120 ml bottle. And as I said before, you really only need 1 application to achieve a very full tan. This is my more preferred product, honestly. I very much enjoyed using this product. It was very easy to apply. It is just a lotion, so you just use your hand or the body applicator or a sponge or a glove, and you can easily blend it into your skin and it will just sink in. So generally there is no complaint with this product. It's like any other self-tanner, very easy to use, and it works great. What I liked most about this product is I could actually cut it with moisturizer to lessen the degree of tan I would receive from using it. And that is an important thing for me because I live in Canada and we're still kind of getting like this weird winter/spring weather right now. I don't want to go from pasty pale white to full chestnutty brown deep summer tan. It's still snowing out. Being able to cut my self-tanning body lotion with moisturizer just so I can like control how much of a tan I'm going to receive was a big bonus. So yes, very much like it. So my final thoughts on the entire Younique self-tanning body line. Very good positive reviews. I very much enjoy the lotion. It is my go-to. The body applicator I'm getting used to. Though I'm probably going to stick with my hands if I'm using the lotion, but if it's deeper summer and I want to maintain a dark tan, then I will use these 2 combination. This is probably going to be a love-hate relationship, me and the self-tanning spray, mainly because it is a spray and a pump spray at that. I would have probably enjoyed it a lot more if it was an aerosol spray, because then your product is coming out of the bottle at a more even consistency, and it's not this pump where it kind of schnots product at you or sometimes mists it or doesn't come out at all. But I think with the method of applying the self-tanning spray directly to the sponge and then blending into the skin, I might just be able to smooth over all the possible kinks that come with using this product. So thumbs up all around! And that is the end of my review on the self-tanning products from Younique. If you've enjoyed this video, let me know by clicking that like button. And if you want to be notified when I upload more videos, subscribe to my channel and that will happen for you. My name is Chagnon and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!